this is Lizzie B here, and today's topic on things that I hate, bandwagoners. Yes, bandwagoners. Finally, I'm going to be talking about this, and I'm talking about it early too, because I had something else planned, but I decided to hold back on that one. I think when it comes to bandwagoners, every team has them. I mean, the A's, New York Yankees, the Giants, the Giants, except for the Marlins. Tragic. Thing is you don't realize how annoying bandwagoners can be. And what's funny is that a lot of people immediately assume, oh, the Giants have a bunch of bandwagoners, which is somewhat true. But when you think about it too, I have to call you guys out on this too, because you guys keep thinking that you don't have bandwagoners, but A's have bandwagoners too. And I respect the A's, and I respect their fans, but you guys gotta realize it's not just the Giants that have bandwagoners, you guys do too. But the thing is I'm very annoyed with bandwagoners because they're an embarrassment to us in a way, because they've never been with the team, they didn't really know the team, and they don't even know the newest players on the team or the original roster. So it's very embarrassing towards our fans that we have to have fans like that, and they don't even know anything about our team. For example, in 2012 when we won the World Series, we had the World Series parade, and that was my first parade I ever went to, and it was fun, except the only thing that did spoil it was the bandwagoners. We basically went at probably around 3 o'clock in the morning, got there around 4 or 5, so of course it was still dark, and then you had mist in the air, and it was a good experience. It was nice to get up that early and go to something that's like not really once in a while, because they won it 3 times, but still, it's an amazing experience, an amazing thing to do and have fun and be there with friends. But where we were standing, there were 2 girls there, and those 2 girls had a poster with them. It wasn't pre-made, it was literally just made on the spot. They were making it right there and there. And they were obviously bandwagoners from literally every little thing they said and did. As these girls were making the posters, basically they're sitting there and they're going through every team player and putting it on the poster, saying we love the Giants and that stuff. And all of a sudden, I hear one of them say, "How do you spell lincecum?" Are you freaking kidding me? Are you serious? That is my favorite player. I love him. Like, he is my husband, so of course I'm gonna know how to spell his name. And then 2, I'm wearing a jersey that has his name on the back of it, and y'all are too lazy to even look at it or even ask anybody around you. Thing is basically I ended up just giving them a favor and just going Lincecum, lincecum. And they're all like, "Oh, thank you so much, that was a lot of help." And I'm like, yeah, of course. Continue on with your business. But then things got even worse. While they are making these posters, they were going through numbers and players. They knew who Buster Posey was. They put 28, of course. That's the easiest person to know because that's everybody's fan favorite. But then they get to Pablo Sandoval, and I'm just thinking, okay, they're going to know this one. It's easy. And they're just like, I don't know what his number is. And, oh, wait, I think it's like 57, 58? And I'm just sitting here like, oh my god, are you serious right now? You don't even know what his number is? It's very embarrassing. That is very embarrassing. Anyways, as the parade began, basically a bunch of players were going by on the trolleys, and you would think that most baseball fans would recognize all their old players, especially the past players from other teams. I mean, JT Snow, of course I know him, because back in the day when I was Gamer Babe from 3rd grade, and still am, when I first saw him, it was probably in the 3rd grade. So of course I'm gonna remember him. And I'm gonna remember like Barry Bonds, because Barry Bonds was big back then. And of course, he left, of course, retired. Of course you're gonna know all the old players. And one of the old players that actually been on the team before the 2010 World Series was Pat Burrell. And you would think that people would recognize Pat Burrell immediately. I mean, he's been on the teams, like, during the 2010 World Series. He was there in 2011. In 2012, he retired to become a scout. So basically, he's just staying at the game, scouting all the players and that stuff. And what ends up happening is he's on one of the trolleys. And you're thinking, like, of course, I know him because that's my mom's favorite player. I mean, she liked looking at his butt. My mom thought he had a nice butt. I know. Mom, why? He's on one of the trolleys, and basically, they're just like, oh, who's that? I have no idea. And I'm just thinking, oh my god, you guys definitely bandwagoned this year because he was on the team last year. How do you not know him? And that's just a shocking thing to me. And I'm just like, okay, just calm down. Don't kill them yet. I mean, it can't possibly get worse than that. Thing is, it did get worse than that. I mean, everybody knows who the legends of baseball are, the main guys that you would idolize, the Hall of Famers. I mean, Willie Mays, of course you would know who he is. I mean, that is the biggest baseball player ever. I mean, Willie Mays, Willie the McCovey, Babe Ruth, I mean, all of them. I mean, I don't understand why somebody would not know who they are. So what ends up happening is Willie Mays is on one of the trolleys. And you're just like freaking out because this is a legend. This is a guy that is praised. And these two girls literally say, who on earth is he? Please go jump off a bridge. Are you kidding me? I seriously don't understand how somebody could not know who Willie Mays is. I mean, come on, he's a Hall of Famer. The catch. Everybody knows the freaking catch. Those two girls really astounded me, and I will never forget that day and that incident. Because you would know your baseball. Know your baseball. If you don't know anything, just catch up on it. If you're a bandwagoner, this is my advice to you. You go to the MLB channel, you go on MLB.com, you go to anywhere, any source of baseball, and you look up the baseball teams, you learn the rosters, you learn everything about your team, your favorite team, or the team you're bandwagoning onto, and basically, you just research. You watch the plays, you watch the games, just do your research. Learn the players, learn the rosters, learn the ERAs, learn everything. Learn everything. Learn about how many wins they had and how many losses they had. Learn about the seasons. Learn about the best plays. Learn about who got awards that season. I'm just talking about the Giants right now, and I'm about to move on to the A's, because you guys think that we are the only ones that have all the bandwagoners, but if you think about it, I mean, we've had record number setting over 30,000 people coming into our park during the games. So, of course, I mean, it's the same record number ever since they came to San Francisco, and probably before they came to San Francisco. And it even says it online that we've had a constant record of getting more and more fans, and it's been usually around the same number of fans. So, obviously, we don't have that many bandwagoners, and we're still having, like, the same flow of fans. So, you guys can't really say that we have a bunch of bandwagoners unless we have, like, we went from 44,000 people in our stadium to 65,000 the next week. I mean, it's ridiculous, but you guys definitely have bandwagoner fans, and you may not realize it. I mean, technically, you guys can't really say that you guys don't have any bandwagoner fans. Yes, I am talking to the A's right now, because you guys may not realize it, and it's because we don't talk about it. I mean, some of us, yes, we will call you guys out on it because we knew about it and we do our research, but you guys really do have bandwagoner fans. Don't deny it. Just because you guys are A's faithfuls doesn't actually mean that you guys are faithful, and doesn't really mean that none of your guys' fans are bandwagoner fans. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I didn't see news footage from like 2000 and I think it was 11, and y'all's stadium was literally half empty. Like, that's embarrassing. I mean, it's funny how you guys call yourself A's faithfuls and yet half of your stadium is empty at this game. Come on, you guys know, like, our ranking in most loyal fans is number 2. And I tried looking for your guys' ranking, and I still can't find it. So obviously you guys must be in the middle somewhere, because it's not showing up on the rankings right now. However, a few years before, you guys were ranked at 27 or 28, possibly 26. And still, that's not really good with fan loyalty. You guys may not realize it, but some of your games, like, I know every single reason why people bandwagon onto your team. One is, of course, the winning streaks. I mean, every time, it seems like beforehand, you guys had a low amount of fans, and then when you guys started winning, you started gaining fans. dances, except they were already existing dances that you guys just decided to take on, such as the Bernie. A lot of fans started bandwagoning onto that too. And to the fact that you made it into the playoffs a few seasons ago. And, well, of course, they're going to bandwagon onto that. I mean, you just made it into the playoffs and they're expecting you guys to make it all the way to the World Series, which you didn't. However, I have a feeling that some of you guys may have lost some of your fan base during the break because of the fact that you guys got rid of almost half of your all-star team. Like, most of the all-stars that are on your team, that made the all-star team, they're probably already gone. You guys probably already know this, but you guys lost half of the people that were on your team that were all-stars, meaning your best players just left the team. So of course, it's very shocking, understandable that that's your guys' move, and that's usually something that you guys do. However, of course, you left your fan base left with them too, because they're just thinking, oh my god, we're gonna lose this season, which is actually happening right now. Funny is that I don't really attack A's fans until they do attack me, and I get annoyed with it sometimes. There's a couple of A's fans that I do know. One of them's my best friend, but we never attack each other. We always give each other advice, and we always talk about the teams and our scores and everything like that. We never bash each other. However, when it comes to other people, there's always like bashing, and sometimes I'll just take it, but then at times, if I do know what's going on with your team, I will come after you. For example, a few days ago, there was a A's fan in one of my classes, and he was bashing my team saying, you guys lost this game, da, 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 da. And I was like, where are you in your MLB ranking? Where are you in the standings right now? And he literally just shut up, because I was like, yeah, exactly. We're in third place. You guys are in last place. Don't even start with me right now. And that was a few weeks ago. Probably like last week, I think, 2 weeks ago. I don't know where you guys are in the standing right now. I'm pretty sure it's probably still in last place. Yeah, you guys are still in 5th place in the MLB rankings. I basically will call you guys out with that too. I'll call you out on your games, what the score of the last few games are, where you guys are in the standings. And of course, people usually just shut up and get quiet right after that, or they just get angry because they know I'm right. And sometimes they get shocked because they would think that I was following your guys' team. I am following your team. I am following every team in baseball for a specific reason, competition. And then two, to just keep an eye on all the prospects. I mean, the biggest players, big hitters, big outfielders. I mean, possible Golden Glove winners. I mean, come on. We gotta keep an eye on them. Respectfully, I think you guys are a really good team. Giants are a really good team. Every team in baseball, except for the Marlins, are really good teams, and I respect you guys. But you guys have to know that you guys do have bandwagoners. That was today's vlog. I hope you guys liked the video, or didn't like it. You can comment below. I probably will answer back and probably won't. I might answer back, but if you guys have to pull an argument with me, please don't do it. Don't do it, because I will shut you down. You guys can comment in below, or like or unlike the video, or you can subscribe to my page. If you have anything, like any suggestions, you can put them in the comments below, or if you have any arguments, you can put them in the comments below. Any questions, anything like that, comments below. I should say that one more time. Comments below. That sounds really good. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting off track. I have ADHD. Deal with it. Hopefully you guys I will be back soon. I'm in finals week, so hopefully there may be a vlog up to next week. I'm not sure because it's finals week, but yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week, hopefully. Bye!